the moment that we broke the world record and won, we're world champions. I remember I was next to Wade, and when I let off the button, he kind of jumped on me, and I grabbed the gold daddy. I put all the kits on because that's fun, but he did too. Well, I was had a little bit, I was a little more ballsy, and I wrote it out. And I remember whenever I just barely nosed past his car, and I reached up to grab the chute, I remember a tear fell out of my eye because I knew that after all these years, from meeting Tony Rizzi, getting this car, this red, white, and blue thing, it was your, the 57, because, what it meant to you, what it meant to me, all these emotions, all the hard work, all the broken transmissions, engines, turbos, all this stuff, getting the car to, run on this, this Bosch unit, figuring all this out in that moment. I remember when I hit the chutes, a tear ran down my eye, and I was like, dude, we did it. I mean, we actually, we did it. I mean,
you should have seen me at the starting line. I was like,
I remember watching the video. I never told you. I remember watching the video. I saw Chan and you, and y'all were just. I mean, it made me. It just. I was proud.
I was too.
And it's a lot of stuff that people don't realize, the mental stress, the work it takes to get here, to keep this place going, to build this stuff, and have time to do that, and go race, and then whenever it all happens and it works out, it's worth it. When my kids are back there and they're proud their dad just broke a world record. That's from Nacogdoches, Texas.
We've been blessed in so many areas of our lives, and from Tony Rizzi finding that car.
Yeah.
From us, what's his name? Helped us well and all that stuff.
Billy Cravey.
Yeah. From having Billy Cravey come over and help
us.
We didn't know. I didn't know what a TIG was.
I know. We've had so many people. Chris Reed.
It's just, you could go on.
Even Ryan Milliken. I learned a lot from these guys that help us pave the way to get these to this level.
But this is all the stuff that's going through my head. And then Bill Carlton for the wrap, that beautiful car. I can't tell you how many times, everywhere we go, that's the most beautiful car we've ever seen.
It is.
It is. It's beautiful. But, like I say, it's a God thing 100% for us to drop that engine in that car and it make the passes that it makes. And
fun fact, this man's a beast. And that engine has not been out of that car since we put the deck plate in. We've had one other engine in there, and we cracked the block. And y'all got to think, it's 6 years old. 6 years old. It's still a world record holder. That's what makes it worth it. We're trying all these things. We tested so many engines at Hamilton Cams. We got to thank Zach too.
Yeah, Zach
sitting there putting them through it, trying to figure out what's going to do to work, what's going to hold 3,500 horsepower, and keep going. And when you get that recipe done, and like I said, it all whenever I went to hit the chute and I didn't see somebody next to me. I mean, I don't care if his car blew up. I mean, it did it. And it makes all of it worthwhile, all the sleepless nights. And, starting with the 12 valve, starting with that truck, and it doing what it did, stock bottom end, being, running 670, then running 590 index, and it being so competitive with not a lot of parts. It was hand-me-down stuff off Chris Reed's Pro Street. And it's what people don't understand. It's this. It's the, I don't care, I'm going to make it work.
Well, it's the mentality of, I can't do it. You got to say, how am I going to do it with what I have?
Yeah,
and you can do it if you put your mind to it. You can do it
with a team.
Exactly.
We are a team, and you ain't gonna freak around with us.
Big John. I could just go on. So many people that just blessed us and helped us.
They have. And what it started from, and what's the next car we're gonna build? Well, that's for y'all to find out.
Yeah. Go play with some of these 275 people.
You never know what's going to pull up one-way diesel style.
All right, bro.